Hello all, this is ElPresidenteTel here, back once again. I thought I'd take some time tonight's video to do a little piece about something I like to call Christian victim syndrome. Now, this is a condition that's spreading rampantly throughout the UK and for which is known no cure. It's when a normally lucid and well-reasoned Christian tends to think that militant secularism or militant atheism is out to destroy their entire way of life or to severely curtail their freedoms to practice religious worship. Now, why am I mentioning this? Well, because in the recent weeks we've had the decision by Communities Secretary Eric Pickles, who has decided to use the Localism Act, whose powers don't necessarily extend to putting prayer on the official agenda of council meetings, to put prayer on the official agenda of council meetings. Now, this is going directly against a court ruling that has stated that prayers, under the power of the Local Government Act 1972, are not part of official government remits, and there has been advice given to the National Secular Society from a lawyer that the current Localism Act does not hold this particular power either. More than that, we have the cases of Nadia Awada and Shirley Chaplin taking the United Kingdom to the European Court of Human Rights. Now, you might rightly ask who these women are. Nadia Awada and Shirley Chaplin are both taking cases of religious discrimination to the European Court of Human Rights for the failure to protect their freedom of wearing a crucifix to work. Nadia Awada is probably the more notorious of the two, having gone against British Airways. Her case was taken up by newspapers such as the Daily Express, the Daily Mail and the Telegraph. Now, Ms. Awada did not mention the fact that it was later found in the appeals that she had numerous run-ins with the court system, or not the court system, the employment system, that she was a bit of a cantankerous so-and-so. She had insisted before on wearing her cross under her uniform, which was not necessarily a problem, but then started displaying it openly and had proselytized to various colleagues at work, including telling a gay employee that there was still time for him to repent. Now, the whole policy on both these people was dress codes changed. So the dress code changed and their crucifixes suddenly became visible. Now, BA's uniform policy was to not have a crucifix. They have since changed this, and if people wish to have lapel pins for any cause that they support, they can wear a lapel pin on their uniforms. Shirley Chaplin worked for an NHS trust. Now, working for the NHS, I can tell you that necklaces are not worn by frontline nursing staff because of this. If you pull someone down, you're helping a patient, it can choke you or damage your neck. So necklaces are not allowed, but lapel pins are the same. Both these women were given the option of wearing a crucifix. They were not denied the right to wear a crucifix, just asked if they could consider an alternative, and both rejected it on the grounds of faith. Let alone that we point out in Nadia Awada's case that BA's own Christian fellowship group had actually said she was being unreasonable because under most Christians' understanding, the doctrine of Christianity does not require one to wear a crucifix. It is not like the hijab for certain Muslim women or the yarmulke for Jewish men or the turban for Sikhs. It is not a religious requirement. It is merely a demonstration of your faith. It is not mandated in the Bible, thou shalt wear the cross. This also brings us to news that's happened in the last couple of days with regards to two groups called Anglican Mainstream and I believe it's the Core Values Initiative or Core Values Foundation, who have put or attempted to put on the side of buses adverts that say not gay, ex-gay, former gay and proud of it, mocking Stonewall's campaign of some people are gay, get over it, because they believe that consenting homosexuals who wish to change their orientation can do so through religious help and counselling. aside from the fact that many scientific studies have pointed in a direction that sexual orientation is actually a matter of genetics rather than nurture. But Transport for London have already barred this, and the group has instantly gone to its lawyers decrying the right to freedom of expression. Let alone the irony of a group denying someone's freedom of expression to put their freedom of expression across. No, no, no. We've just decided that we instantly deserve the right to spread our bigoted shit across public transport. This is what Christian victim syndrome is, folks. It's going to be the fact that as Christianity is moving less and less in the mainstream of British society, so they will feel more victimised. And the more victimised they feel, it just shows how frightened they are that they're losing their grip. And frankly, a society not controlled by religious dogma is far preferable to one ruled by good old Christian values. Otherwise, we'd all be busy selling our children into slavery, stabbing people to death for wearing too mixed cloths, or not being allowed to play any form of sport because there may be pig leather involved. This is ElPresidenteTel wishing you all love, peace, and liberty.